So we just got back from our 4-day family vacation to Yosemite. For those of you who don't know what Yosemite is, it is a national park located in Central California with 1,000 miles of forest. We got to experience nature, like real nature, get some exercise in, spend some quality time with the family, some great footage and shots for the vlog. And as far as the overall trip, it was interesting, but we'll talk more about it in a few. Cue the intro. So the park itself is just beautiful, right? It is absolutely gorgeous. I've never been to like a real forest like that. I mean, I used to go camping when I was a kid, but I don't even really remember it. So it was really cool to be out there in like nature, doing all that kind of stuff. My kids absolutely loved it. My wife, like this is her vibe, right? She's on a real nature kick right now. Like she's eating way healthy. She is about like, you know, hiking and all that kind of stuff. So this is all her doing. For those of you guys who know me, you know that I don't exercise much. I'm super out of shape, like a lot more than I'd like to admit. So this trip was a lot for me. Do you know what I mean? Because I thought we were just gonna go and just check out some cool sights, you know, see some waterfalls, stuff like that. But we had to do a lot of hiking, like a lot of hiking. Like we're talking maybe 20 miles of hiking every single day just to see some of these spots that my wife picked out. And while some of the places that we had to hike to were definitely worth it, gorgeous, beautiful, you know, just breathtaking, some of them were a little underwhelming. All right, so this is Mirror Lake, all right? While it's not that impressive, definitely not worth the mile hike. I mean, again, cool little river over there. But what does make this spot beautiful though is this view. I was also pretty surprised at how many people were there. Like, I know that, you know, a lot of people are really anxious to get out and, you know, enjoy nature, especially after the lockdown and everything. But like, there was a lot of people, right? And I'm pretty sure we were around a lot of people just because my wife picked out most of the tourist like hot spots for, you know, going to Yosemite. It didn't really feel like nature. Do you know what I mean? It felt like almost like a theme park kind of, because like I thought we were gonna be hiking in like the actual woods. And I mean, also like even when you're going to these places, right, they really like urge you to stay on like these man-made trails that they have made, because they don't want you to, you know, go off and destroy like nature by, you know, stepping on different plants and all that kind of stuff. But it's like, it's kind of defeats the purpose. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I came out here to, you know, hike through the woods and see all these things. You guys can see we have the river right next to us. Hear that? You hear that bad boy? Right, so we at least have that next to us, but the problem is the road is still right there, right? So the road is still right there. So we are, you know, we're kind of doing a hike somewhat, but pretty soon hopefully we get to like the real wilderness, you know, where we gotta be like on our toes. There could be bears, lions, anywhere, but right now this is Wilderness Junior. All right, and I get why they want to preserve the park, because with the amount of people that visit daily, I'm sure that place would get absolutely trampled if everybody, you know, just went off and did on their own thing. It kind of took away from the whole, you know, the whole illusion of being out there. And not gonna lie, I was really thrown off at the lack of wildlife. Like I thought we were gonna be seeing, you know, animals left and right, and honestly we saw maybe like a couple deer, a few chipmunks, and for the most part it was just birds and trees everywhere. So I was a little bummed out about that. Like I was really hoping to see some like bears, you know, coyotes, wolves, mountain lions. Alongside with Yosemite, we also went to Sequoia. Sequoia is another national park located very close to Yosemite. I think it's maybe like an hour drive, maybe 2 or something like that. It's where you see all those redwoods. And if you don't know what a redwood is, it's these giant trees. Like I'm talking huge. So like the biggest trees in the world, right, are there in Sequoia. So it was really awesome to go see that in person, because I'm saying these trees are massive. Like you see it on camera and stuff, but when you're actually in person, you're just like, it's amazing that nature can produce something like this. But with that being said, their whole thing, right, is that they have like the world's largest tree and the second largest tree and all that stuff. But I'm gonna be real, the trees are so big that the difference between the largest tree and the second largest tree is like, you couldn't tell with the naked eye. I'd have to get out there with like some kind of measuring device to like figure out which one is bigger. And not even that, like the largest tree compared to the other large trees in the area, they all look enormous. Like you couldn't tell, like, you know what I'm saying? I thought it was gonna be a drastic difference. I thought we were gonna see like the difference between like a sedan and an SUV, but no, it was just like the difference between Tahoe and a Suburban. Do you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't really that drastic. Like the largest tree, like I feel like there's larger trees out there, but there's like some kind of technicality with it where it's like, it's the world's largest tree based off of the amount of wood that's inside the tree, because I guess a lot of other super large trees are like not as compact with, I don't know, I didn't understand it, but I was like, there's no shot. Now, even with all that being said, I gotta say, these places are absolutely breathtaking. Like, it's seeing nature in a whole new way. Like, I joked around before the trip saying that, like, why do we even have to go? I could watch a 4K video on YouTube to see these things, but to experience it in person is unreal. It is something like, you can't really explain how little it makes you feel on this planet, to see how enormous some of these mountain ranges are, to see how lush and humongous these forests are. And the waterfalls are unbelievable. Like, they're just, it just blows your mind that nature can produce something so beautiful that is essentially something so simple as just water falling off of a mountainside. Now, I know some people are going to ask, are you going to go back? Would you go again? And I don't know. I don't know if it was my experience with the place, with like the amount of hiking that we did, you know, just the spots that we went to go see, stuff like that. I don't know if I would do that again. Maybe in the future, if I get more fit and I'm not out of shape, I would absolutely love to do some of these hikes and stuff like that. But I couldn't say yes and I couldn't say no. I didn't absolutely hate it, but I didn't love it.
How did you feel about the waterfall?
How did I feel about the waterfall?
Yes.
I'm gonna say that it was a waterfall.
That's it?
That's
Nothing
it.
else?
It wasn't special. It wasn't even that cool. We didn't even go to the top, so.
Yeah. Do you think my mom was over-exaggerating?
Oh my God, yeah, she's so afraid of everything. I don't know why she wants to come out here to nature if she's afraid of it. But yeah, definitely not worth the walking. Am I glad that I got a little bit of exercise in? Kind of. But was it worth it? Absolutely not.
If you saw a bear, would it be worth it?
If I saw a bear, it would be worth it, for sure.
If
I saw a bear real close, I don't know. Yeah, it would still be worth it because I'd be alive.
True. Well, do you have any other reactions to this?
Zero. Waste of time.
Did you at least enjoy the long trip?
Bruh.
Is that your answer, bruh?
That's my answer. Bruh.
Okay. Well, I guess you guys heard him. He gives it a bruh. Bye.
It was just an experience for me personally. I am like a super homebody. I don't like to travel. I know that's like not very a popular opinion. A lot of people, like, they want to see the world. They want to do all these experiences. For me, I just like to be at home. Like, I'm just a lazy person. I just want to sit, watch TV, play video games, lounge around the house. You know what I mean? I'm very spoiled. Like, I couldn't even do real camping. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, no, I need electricity. I need heat. I need air. I need plumbing. I need all that kind of stuff. So I'm not built for that type of environment. Now, would I recommend anyone else go? Yeah, absolutely, kind of, because I don't know why I said absolutely and then followed up with kind of. This is how I feel about it, right? If you already live in an area where there's forests around you like that, I don't really think there's a big difference between like Yosemite Forest and, you know, North Carolina forest. I feel like a forest is a forest. If you are the type of person who wants to do bucket list type things where you're like, I just want to go to Yosemite because, you know, it's Yosemite. Sure, absolutely. I think that's an awesome idea. You know, if you're into hiking, go for it. If you're into like taking beautiful photos of nature, or even just having great, you know, photos for yourself, for your social media, whatever, absolutely go for it, right? But as far as like experiencing nature, I feel like there is like a bunch of options. I don't know if it's worth the drive from wherever you live. Like there were tons of groups of friends out there, you know, younger, middle-aged, older, who were out there together and having a blast because they were hiking at these like at their own pace. They weren't in a rush, you know, to see this or see that. They were just kind of out there just vibing with nature, and that's awesome. So in that kind of sense, I would go again in something like that. But like we had the kids with us, you know, so we have like a 9-year-old who doesn't want to hike for, you know, 10 plus miles, 20 miles. We also had a 3-year-old who doesn't want to sit still, and even if we, you know, if we have her down to walk around, she kind of just wants to play in the dirt. So it, you know, and then it just made it a little bit more difficult. You know, if you're gonna do it the other way, for sure, go for it. Is it a great place for families to go? Absolutely too. You guys can camp out, do stuff like that. I just, you know, don't recommend really all the hiking and stuff, because to see some of these points, it is a bit of a hike, and some of them are like straight vertical hikes. Like it's not easy for kids to do. So yeah, I recommend it for sure. All right, so that's pretty much it for the video. I thank you again for taking the time to watch it, check it out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is gonna be one of, I think, many travel vlogs that I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna do my best to document and improve on these as I go along, but I hope I did a good job this time. Please don't forget to let me know if you guys have been to Yosemite yourselves down in the comment section, or if you plan on going and you want any tips or anything like that, something that maybe I left out. I'd be more than happy to answer and, you know, help you get ready for your trip, stuff like that. But that's going to be it. Thank you guys again for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.